You may have forgotten something this tax filing season. Hey, I'm Kaleb Paddock, the founder of 10 Talents Financial Planning, and I often notice things get missed on tax returns, not because of any big mistakes, but because we're human, because we forget, because we don't have systems to remember what happened in the prior year. So we forget things like telling our CPA, or if we're a self-filer, then remembering to tell about college 529 contributions if your state allows for a deduction on that, forgetting about charitable contributions, or thinking, I can't get a deduction for this, I'm pretty sure, so I'm not going to report it. We just forget. We don't put things on the tax return that probably should be there. We just forget about it or omit it. So one of the things that I like to do is create a folder in my email, a tax folder, so that any time throughout a year when I get tax receipts, estimated tax payment confirmations, I just put them in that folder. And then during tax season, I go to that folder and PDF, and all of a sudden I have great records for tax filing season. So consider that if you don't already have a system already, and also consider accountability partners. I usually run everything by my wife and say, is there anything I'm missing? She has remembered things that I have forgotten. She's been like, well, what about, didn't we buy this investment? I'm like, yes, good, thank you, honey. Like, I forget things that are either investment related or that we've bought, and as the years go by, your finances get more and more complex, and it's something where you want to make sure you're aware that you've reported everything on that tax return and you haven't forgotten any of those key elements. So double check, make sure you've got everything. When this video drops, you may or may not have finished your tax return. You may be on extension, maybe you're already finished, but getting a second set of eyes, on that can be so valuable to understand what are we missing, what could we have done, what could we be taking advantage of, kind of that proactive planning, at least for 2022, at least for this year, right? Last year's done with, but for 2022, you could do some proactive planning there and be pleasantly surprised at what might be available. So I wish you a blessed tax filing season. Hopefully it wasn't too painful this year, and I want to thank you for watching the video today. Bye-bye now.